right, yo, y'all check out my Michigan rappers King Sound and G Mac Cash. Just dropped a new hip hop singles. The Butchers is out on all digital platforms. Make sure you tune in and check them out. The Butchers by King Sound and G Mac Cash. Links in the description. Make sure you check it out. YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple, regular YouTube. So make sure you go support these brothers, man. And peace. All right, man. Apparently, Taylor Decker got a 3-year deal with the Detroit Football Lions. 3 years, $60 million. I guess that average of $20 million a year. Don't know how it's structured or nothing like that, but he was a guy that a lot of guys could have lived without. He was an elder statesman. I've just never been a big fan of his. He always seemed to be a liability, seemed to be injured. But one thing about it is he's steady, he's consistent. You know what you're gonna get from him. You're not gonna get more, but you're really not gonna get less from him neither. You know exactly what you're gonna get. And everybody on the line can't be a superstar. In my humble opinion, what I would have been done, I would have drafted a developmental left tackle, prepped him at right tackle, kicked Penisa Will to the left, and kept him moving. But you got to understand, it's business, but also a lot of people make this business personal. We've seen a lot of quarterbacks like Daniel Jones, Blake Bortles, a lot of these guys getting deals because of personal beliefs. You know, and we've seen other guys who struggle to get deals done. And that may be because you're not likable or not relatable. And that's when we talk about the NFL and them having an ownership issue, you know what I'm saying? Or having an ownership issue with having black people owning football teams. I'm not even gonna say minority, that's what it is. Black people owning football teams and being high up in the front office and then the executives are not relatable to it. They can't, them people that run teams, they can't relate to you. But what's so messed up about it is, if you know, a lot of times when you're talking about the racial divides or you talking about enemies, what's so funny is you can have an enemy. It could be over a woman, it can be over a disagreement over somebody said you did something or you said something or you took something. But a lot of times, if you notice, if you remove the disagreement or remove the beef, remove the woman, whatever the disagreement is about, you and that enemy got a lot in common. A lot of times you and that enemy, a lot of times you don't beef with people who you don't have a lot in common with. And a lot of people won't know that. Without the beef, y'all probably be best buds. Men and women. So, but when you kind of get up in there, the difference is it's not relatable. Like people who, because you got prejudice, you got racism, they two totally different things. Right? But let's just say straight up, you got people that's racist. A lot of times it's just the gray area of not knowing. It's stereotypes. And that go across the world, across the board, Arabics, whites, blacks, stereotypes. And a lot of people, the media make you feed into them, especially with social media, you feed into them, and you believe it. You get to know these people, and these people, oh damn, you do this, y'all do this, y'all like this, you never heard of this is good. Y'all, you know, and it clicks. And I guarantee you, a lot of people that have been out here in America, been in the workforce and around the world, they ain't gonna admit it, but they had a lot of stereotypes been killed in their brains just from having conversations with people. So in the world of social media, get out there and be social. Be social. You know, but the fear, a lot of people, the fear that, you know, he been here a long time, and maybe the fear of the unknown and not being here, but I think it's just a relationship thing. All the trauma he been through in Detroit, I think he got a good relationship with the owners. Me personally, I wouldn't have paid his ass, but I'm not in the locker room. Sometimes you might see a guy who, like Decker, he's the average left tackle. Like, he's very indicative of the average left tackle. He's a very average player. It's like vanilla ice cream, not French vanilla. It's like Cool Whip, not the extra creamy Cool Whip, like the Ready Whip, not the extra Ready Whip, not the vegan Ready Whip, whatever, made out of coconuts and not dairy. He's just, you know, he's slow and steady. I'm just saying he's a steady guy. He's a consistent guy. And who knows what his leadership in that locker room means to that offensive line, to that offense, to that team, to everybody. So I think him getting paid $20 million a year on average, I don't know what it break down to, but I think I think he's important to their success from the leadership standpoint of view. A representation of how far the organization came from. I think people got a lot of passion. You got a lot of respect in the locker room, and you need those them old dogs in the locker room to help you get to where you got to go. From a football perspective, I can quantify what he means, but in a locker room perspective, I can't quantify that. Can't quantify that. He must be a very, very important leader in the locker room. So I'm not really mad about it. He's slow. He's steady. I don't mean like slow as far as slow, but I mean just, he's steady. He's consistent. Never getting any trouble. The only problem with him is he from Ohio State University. But nonetheless, but yeah, consistent. But me personally, from a football standpoint of view, moves well to the left, finding me a young right tackle, and I'll be done with that. But like I said, he paid through a lot of pain, a lot of soreness. He show up, he consistent, and I don't like how he kind of stiff at left tackle when he ain't the greatest run blocker, but he consistent in the pass blocking. He's just a steady guy. I think he got rewarded for being a leader, a great teammate, and just being steady and playing through a lot of pain. And they got a tough ass offensive line between him, Frank What the Fuck. Yeah, if you don't know who Frank What the Fuck is, you ain't been a subscriber long enough. That was epic. They got a tough offensive line, bro. Got a tough offensive line. Panilla's the sauce as far as the athleticism. Right, Frank Ragnow's a great athlete too. And then really you got, the consistent old dog and leader and Taylor Decker, who been through all the pain and the suffering and the tears. I shed so many tears. So you need that. Everybody not gonna be a superstar. Everybody not gonna be a superstar. But I ain't mad at it. He got a deal done. I believe Brad Holmes said Lee McNeil next. He gonna have to prove it to me. No offense to him, he gonna have to prove it to me. I ain't about to pay his ass. But one thing about Brad Holmes is that he paying people, he getting ahead of the curve. Because he got Penei Sewell at a cheaper deal than the Vikings got Christian Darrisaw. He got Jared Goff at a cheaper deal than the Packers got Jordan Love. Now if they hurried up and paid Jordan Love, that wouldn't have been an issue. So if you get it, you jump out. That's what I learned about life too. And sometimes I still struggle with it. I'll tell y'all this. A lot of times when you jump out in front of something, you be man enough just to keep it real with people. And especially y'all that deal with multiple women like that, or y'all got them issues. Just if a lot of times you jump out in front of it, the impact or the shock is not there like that. Where you tell somebody something and then the shock is like that, and then they go ape shit on you. A lot of times you sit them down and just keep it real with them. That could be with your kids. Like, they really looking forward to going to Disneyland, but we ain't got it right now. So, look here, we ain't go to Disneyland, but we go to Cedar Point, or we do a staycation around the city, or we go to CJ Barrymore's, or where y'all want to eat at this week. But I'm gonna try to get us there. But if we the week before y'all about to go to Disneyland, you break it to your kids, hell yeah, it's gonna be traumatizing. A lot of times I figured out in life, if you man enough to jump out in front of something before it gets to because it's gonna come to light. A lot of times the impact or the reaction ain't as bad. So it's tough, but it is what it is. So that's, I think, his mindset is jumping out, getting in front and paying these guys before the impact becomes massive. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit the link tree from X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Peace.